Hi, how are you guys today? I am Linda Green, and I wanted to share a little bit about essential oils for beginners. When I started using doTERRA's oils back in 2008, when doTERRA started, I didn't know anything about essential oils. I had heard of lavender and I had heard of peppermint, but I didn't know anything about them. I didn't know where they came from. I didn't know how to use them. I didn't know anything, but it was so fun learning and being able to implement them in my daily routine. So I thought I'd share a little bit with you. So what are essential oils? So if you've had a lot of experience or you're just a beginner, it's just kind of fun to understand what essential oils really are and where they come from and what they're used for and all those fun things. Let's just get started and kind of learn these fun things together. So an essential oil definition, they are natural, highly concentrated compounds found in the roots, bark, seeds, flowers, or other areas of the plants. And you can't see them, but they're there. They're so highly concentrated and they're super potent, which is what we want, right? Essential oils give a plant its aroma, and it protects the plant from harsh environments, conditions, and insects. And that was so fascinating to me when I first learned that. I had no idea that was so necessary for the plants in their survival and proliferation. And they play a role in plant pollination, which I didn't know that either. So it's kind of fun. There's a lot of scientific background of essential oils to see how they work, but you don't need to be a scientist. You don't need to be a chemist or anything. Just learn the simple basics and continue learning. That's kind of fun. So volatile aromatic compounds. When I first heard that, I'm like, wow, when you hear volatile, you think something's blowing up. But that's not it at all. These are tiny organic molecules that are known to quickly transform from their liquid or solid state to a gas when they reach room temperature. So this is just kind of means that its ability to change its state very quickly, which is really very cool. Historical use of essential oils. Essential oils were used for centuries. I mean, years and years and years ago, long before any essential oil company came on the scene. So in Egypt, they used essential oils for food preparations, for beauty treatments, like Cleopatra used essential oils, burial rituals, and religious ceremonies. In Greece, men like Homer and Hippocrates explored the aromatic uses of plants, which they built on from learning from the Egyptians. In Iran, in medieval times, that means a long time ago, they used these for things like resins for perfumery, and they used them for maintaining health, even way back then. I think that's fascinating. Ayurvedic medication or medicine, a holistic system native to India, has developed over the span of 5,000 years and includes the use of aromatic plant compounds. In China, for centuries, traditional Chinese practices have included the use of plant materials to promote wellness. So they're not just for scent and beauty, but in wellness. And in France, Rene, and I can't pronounce the last name, a French chemist, he's the one that coined the phrase aromatherapy. So they've been going on for centuries. Amazing to me. Why use essential oils to manage mood? Now, managing moods with essential oils is really my favorite part of essential oils, because we all have moods. We all go up and down, and there's a lot of things going on in our lives, in our world, or whatever. Like, for instance, we've had a water leak at our house for like, I don't know how long, a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because we didn't even know we did. So that's kind of made our moods a little crazy around here. We're still trying to locate that leak. So moods happen, right? So oils are natural, they're safe, they generate quick responses, and it's a simple way to manage emotions. So making them easy to use, even if you're just getting started, Everyone has slightly different lifestyle, different needs and preferences. So everybody will use oils in their own daily routine differently than I will or whatever else. So we're going to talk about how to use essential oils to manage your moods. Let's move that. Oops, I think I skipped a slide. Nope, I didn't. So everyday use of essential oils can be used for cooking, digestion, hair care, skin care, immune support, household cleaning, neck and head tension, seasonal and environmental discomfort, and so many dang things. I don't cook a lot anymore, but one of the fun things to use wild orange in your maple syrup for your pancakes, your waffles. I've also used a little bit of wild orange and a little bit of cinnamon in my batter when I'm making French toast. You can tell we like a breakfast around here, even breakfast for dinner. I've used oregano in my spaghetti sauce, but oregano is super, super powerful. Well, all oils are. So when you're using them in cooking, you want to just dip a toothpick down the center of your bottle and swirl that in until you get the desired flavor and potency. Digestion. Peppermint is a good oil for times when your tummy is bothering you. You can just tip your bottle and then rub that peppermint right on your tummy, and it just kind of helps soothe things. Hair and skincare. I like using like neroli in my skincare cream, and you can use things like peppermint for in your shampoo or in your conditioner, just to kind of invigorate your hair and your scalp. Immune support is a really, really important one. Household cleaning without using the toxins, and that's always a great thing. Neck and head tension, seasonal environmental threats, those kind of things. So it's great to have these things on hand to, like I said, reduce the toxins in your lives and, use the natural things that our bodies are able to use a little bit easier. So there's health benefits of essential oils too. You can soothe occasional skin irritations, promote healthy digestion, which we mentioned, immune support, promote restful sleep. And I think that's a really, really important one, because a lot of people do struggle with getting really good restful sleep. It can also alleviate stomach upset and different things like that. So because we are so different, and oils are so diverse, they can easily be used for maintaining health and helping people with certain conditions or challenges like the digestive issues. My husband is one of those that he doesn't really have a lot, but he gets a little irritated, and he uses some of the oils probably every day for that, just the bloating and things like that. So they're super beneficial for everybody. And this is why essential oils have become such a popular thing nowadays in maintaining good health. It's easy to use these oils to tailor to your benefits, your personal needs, instead of settling for a generic solution. It's just kind of nice to tailor them to yourself. Among other benefits, essential oils can be used for skin irritations, which we mentioned, but you don't ever want to put it on broken skin, because that could be more irritating. But just rolling things around, rubbing things around the irritation will really get into that area that you need, and it's going to still do what it needs to do. You can also use essential oils for oral care, sorry about that, and helping to breathe more clearly, opening up airways. There are so many uses for essential oils. Emotions and emotional benefits of essential oils. Oils, there are so many things that are calming, there are things that are energizing, things that are soothing, renewing, invigorating, uplifting. So many different ways to use essential oils. One of the things that I like to use citrus oils, I call those happy oils, because they do uplift. They are happy oils. They kind of just give you kind of a uplift for your mood for the moment and whatever. And our sense of smell can really be powerful for using these for mental, physiological, and emotional responses. That's why it's so easy to use essential oils. And we're here to kind of learn that they're not as scary as they seem to be. For me at the beginning, I was kind of overwhelmed. I didn't know how to use them at all. So it's fun to learn that they are easier than you think. All right, let's move on here. Okay, so how I use essential oils to manage my emotions. So here we've got this little chart. There's A for aromatic, T for topical, and I for internal use. So with essential oils, before I go too much farther, I do want to say that I only use doTERRA's essential oils. I know the purity and the quality, especially for internal use. And every oil will have a little supplement facts box if it can be used internally. If it doesn't have that supplement box, then you cannot use it internally. So you don't have to be a seasoned professional, like I said, but you can still reap the benefits of essential oils. They are more easy to use than you think. Aromatic use of essential oils. This is a super easy way and a very effective way to use essential oils. So you can mix oils with water in a spray bottle. You can mist it over furniture, carpet, linens, things like that. You can add a couple of drops in a homemade surface cleaner. I've made some little surface cleaners. I've used different oils for countertops, things like that. I've used oils in a spray that I've made to dust my furniture, things like that. Then you can also place a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and just breathe it in for that aromatic benefit. And of course, having a diffuser like what is shown here is a perfect way to use essential oils aromatically. Topical use. So you can use oils like on your neck, your forehead, your temples, your chest, your abdomen, arms, legs, bottom of your feet. But there are some areas that are going to be sensitive. Certain areas on your face are going to be sensitive, like around your eyes. You want to be really careful. And I would suggest using an oil with a carrier oil, or use it on a very small part of your skin where skin sensitivity can be on your skin, on your face, your chest, your neck. Excuse me. My face is super sensitive. So there are certain oils that I cannot use on my face and other people can. So you never want to use oils in your ears, in your nose, or especially in your eyes, of course. If you do get oil in your eye, don't use water. That makes it worse. But what you can use is like the fractionated coconut oil. You can put a little bit on your finger and just kind of rub it close to your eye. Or you can also put a little bit of milk in your eye. I know that sounds weird, but that will help that discomfort if it does get in your eyes. And like I mentioned earlier, broken skin or injured skin, you want to be really careful about that. Also, be aware that some oils are hot oils, like oregano is a super powerful, super hot oil. Cinnamon, cassia, clove is another hot oil. So you want to really make sure that you use the coconut oil to use on your skin. I usually will just use oils on the bottom of my feet because your feet aren't going to be sensitive for the most part, and it's just an easy way to do it. I do use them on my temples. I use them a lot of times on the back of my wrist or on the inside of my elbows where your pulse points are. But a lot of times I will just use them on the bottom of my feet. Simple, doesn't require too much worry. Topical use of essential oils, place a few drops in a warm bath. That's a great and effective way to get the benefits of essential oils. What I like to do when I'm going to use oils in a bath is I take like a palmful of Epsom salts. Then I put a couple of drops right there and I kind of rub it together so the oils are in the salts. And that way, when you put your hands in your running water, instead of your oil just going around the edges of your tub, it will be dispersed in your water. And that's a perfect way to relax and use your oils. Also, if you're having some kind of like discomfort, maybe you've got some lower back issues or whatever, you can get a cold or a warm compress, depending on what's going on, and get that in some water, and then kind of squeeze out the water and put some oils in that, and then use that on your back, or maybe you've got a shoulder that's bothering you, maybe your ankles are bothering you or whatever, and you can use that cold or warm compress to apply it to the area that you're in, needing some extra help. When I do use oils like on the back, on my lower back or whatever, which I don't need that very often, I will use a towel between the compress and like my couch, so the oils don't get the couch wet or whatever. And just mix a few drops in your lotion. I like it a lot in my daily moisturizer. I use one of the doTERRA skincare lines, and I will put like a neroli comes in a roller bottle. So I'll just roll some neroli around in my hand, and then I'll just put squirt some of that essential oil moisturizer, the skincare moisturizer, and then I'll just rub it on my face. It's very, very great for your skin. I like using either neroli. Sometimes I'll use geranium, or another really good favorite is yarrow palm. That's a great one. Those are great ways to use these, and they're great for your skin. Internal use of essential oils. There again, I will only use doTERRA's essential oils because I understand their quality and their purity and the plethora of testing that they do. So you can put a couple of drops in a veggie cap, maybe just start with one if you're just new to this, and swallow it with water. You can add an essential oil to a glass of water, or your morning smoothie, milk, tea, or whatever beverage of your choice. Now, when you're putting it in water, you want to use glass or stainless steel. Don't put it in plastic, because oils are powerful and potent, and it will kind of disintegrate that plastic, and you don't want to be drinking water with plastic in it, right? One of the things that's really great is peppermint oil in hot chocolate or in tea is really, really good. You can also put a small amount in your yogurt or your applesauce. A lot of times in cooking, I think I mentioned that, is just using a toothpick down the center of your bottle. You can, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little tiny orifice, and you can just stick your toothpick down there and then swirl in foods. And then you can just kind of get the amount that you want and taste it and see if it's, to your liking, because you don't want to get too much. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. Probably, these are so dinky. doTERRA has these little itty bitty beadlets. This happens to be a MetaPower beadlet, but they have On Guard beadlets and Peppermint beadlets, and Supermint beadlets. And that's a great way to freshen your breath, or to just use them in your daily routine. Those are great, great ways to use oils. So what should I start with? Well, lemon, lavender, and peppermint are some super simple, basic oils, and it's a great way to start. So lemon essential oil is great for using internally in your water, which I do quite often. You can use it in a spray bottle and clean your countertops or other surfaces, your stove, things like that. You can add it in your diffuser, so you get that happy essential oil, the citrus oil, and giving you that uplifting environment, which is amazing. You can add a few drops of oil to a glass of water, or a refreshing beverage like we talked about on the other slide. And one of the things that I think lemon is really great for is when you get home from the grocery store and you've got some produce, fill up your sink or a stainless steel container, put some water in there and a couple of drops of lemon oil, and just kind of swish your produce around to freshen it and to get rid of any nasty stuff that's left from the grocery store. Lavender is really great for skin imperfections, but lavender is one of those ones that I cannot use on my face. But everybody's different. Like I said, if you do use lavender on your face or other oils, just try a little spot so you're not surprised, all right? So You can place a few drops of lavender in your essential oil diffuser to help ease feelings of tension. It's a super calming oil. Promote an environment for restful sleep by adding a few drops of lavender to your bedding, your pillows, or the bottom of your feet before bedtime. I think using oils at night are a great thing. I like to put them in my diffuser, and then I like to shut my bedroom door maybe an hour before I'm going to go to bed. And that's a great way to do it. Another thing that I love lavender for is burns. My hair is so dang baby fine and stick straight. So I use a curling iron. Therefore, I get burns on my ears, sometimes up here. It's just the way it is. So I will I'll take my bottle of lavender, I'll just tip it like that, and then I'll just put it on that area that is bothering my skin. And then I will also take a little bit of the peppermint and do the same. The lavender will help soothe that discomfort, and the peppermint will help cool it down. So that's a great way to use lavender. Hopefully you won't need to do that very often. So peppermint, you can diffuse it to promote feelings of easy breathing and clear airways. It's a great one. And peppermint is very invigorating, which I love. You can freshen your breath by placing 1 drop of peppermint oil in your mouth. Now, I use the peppermint beadlets for that because when you just tip oils into your mouth, sometimes you end up with a whole lot more than you want to. So I like the peppermint beadlets for that. You can also add peppermint to your shampoo or conditioner for a stimulating hair massage. It's just invigorating. And so doTERRA has an ebook for beginners that's so helpful and so handy. It's a great reference. And I will get the link for that, and I'll put it in this video so you can download that quickly and easily. And like I said, it's just so handy to have something at your fingertips that you can reference and learn the simple things. Because like I said, when I began, I knew nothing. I was a little bit leery. I wasn't sure of all the things. And it's been such a fun journey to learn all about these oils. And now I use so many oils on a daily basis that I don't really stop and think about. Once in a while, I will look in a reference book because I might have a certain issue that I want to, address or whatever. So I'll go, okay, which of those oils, because there's going to be several for each different thing, which ones do I want to use today or whatever. But for the most part, I just pick up oils and I use them on a daily basis. So anyway, it's nice to have a reference. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and then I will do my best to pay attention to that and keep on track so I can get those questions answered for you. So anyway, like I said, I'm Linda Green, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video and you've learned some great things, and you can start your essential oil journey without being too overwhelmed, and to have a little bit better understanding of where they come from and how they work. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. All right, you have a great afternoon. Bye.